We have a long-awaited showdown here. A matchup of two elite quarterbacks. Might not see a better QB duel all season long. Both guys hoping to use this big stage to display their supremacy. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Utes will kick this away to start us off. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Breaking free at the 35. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Huskers. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
Number 1 in the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Off with a single back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And they don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball. So an early season test for both teams, a top 25 matchup. Both trying to get off to a quick start here, Kirk, and set the tone for the rest of this one.
Well, that's the beauty of these matchups early in the year. You're either going to come out fast or fall flat, and one of these teams will experience the latter. This game is crucial to kick-starting your team in the right direction for the season. These kind of games create that type of momentum that they can carry with them on a week-to-week basis.
And the Utes will bring their punt team on the field now. And that sets up a return. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. It didn't take long to reach the end zone last time. A perfectly blocked running play. Can they keep it going here? They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
First down and 10. To throw, it's Raiola. Caught by the receiver. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
The Cornhuskers trying to cash in here in the red zone. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. And here's the handoff. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And it's caught! Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Utah offense takes the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Handoff heading left. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. Back to pass. It's Dampier. Grab near the sticks. It's Andrews. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
First down here for this offense. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The pickup is 9. That's what they're looking for. Sets up a 3rd and 1 now.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Can he get there on the ground? They stop him with the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Here's a great example of a back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
And the Utes pick up enough yards to move the sticks. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to throw it on first down. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! Breaks into the clear. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain in the pitch and catch.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Utes looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Utes. How in the world do you lose track of the reliable tight end on that play?
The only thing I can think about is the defense is so locked in on the wide receivers or maybe the running game that they just forgot about the tight end. The guy's wide open. That's an easy throw.
Here's the point after attempt.
Kicker on for the extra point.
PHC is good, but still trailed up. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
This offense moves into enemy territory inside the 45 after that big play. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually it's going to cost you.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. They make the stop at the 25, but it's 1st and 10 for this offense. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. They mix it up with a run. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Through the first quarter, both quarterbacks have been lighting it up as the stats reflect. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter.
14, Utah 7.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. They're going to run it. They finally stop him, but a solid play sets him up. 1st and goal at the 9.
Boy, this running back is fun to watch, isn't he, Chris? After that run, he's now over the century mark on the day. What an afternoon he's enjoying.
Fresh set of downs. 1st and goal. And now the handoff. Muscles past the defender. Touchdown, Nebraska. This offense is still clicking.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
With the extra point, the lead is 14.
That makes the score Nebraska 21, Utah 7.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. That one sails out of the back of the end zone with the touchback. And the Utes offense takes the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Makes a quick catch. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and it has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. 1st down, looking for more now. Brought down and crosses midfield to the 46.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another 1st down. Looking to throw. It's Dampier. Swarm with a pass rush. A sack.
Well, this offense better get it together First sack of the game, and it's by a defensive back to try to set the tone.
That sack sets up a second down and very long. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Over the middle, it's Andrews. They make the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. It's a quick grab. Runs through the defender. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
So now from the 29, it's third down and short. We'll see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course thinking touchdown. Out of the gun now on third down. Pressure is coming. Deflected, and the defense forcing the incompletion, brings up fourth down.
Boy, these defensive backs are completely locked in. Third down, and the defense stays disciplined in zone coverage and knocks that one down.
Fourth down. No punt. Out of field goal range. They're going for it. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. He's running out of time here. Oh, no, trap him back there. A fourth down stop and a sack, no less.
Now, the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off or try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of a play.
Chris, as you know, the reason this team has such a nice lead today is the day that this guy has had running the football. But that time, finally, the defense comes up with an answer for him.
Dropping back, it's Raiola. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Strong. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's fourth down.
Well, I don't mind the quarterback making this throw. He found the open receiver. Really would have loved to have seen a little bit more effort by this wide receiver to get to that first down marker. Instead, we got a fourth down decision.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. Pass caught, second down now. And he drops back in the gun. Quick throw to the left. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. Going to have to make some adjustments there, maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for a 3rd and 7. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Back to throw. It's Dampier. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. It's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He'll throw it now. The pass ball is incomplete on the scramble. That's good coverage.
Well, we talked to the defensive coordinator, Chris, before the game about how they worked a lot on the scramble drill this week just to be able to contain him. The coach has to be pleased with how they performed on that play.
Diving grab. What a play by that receiver. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. He's looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. The senior quarterback lucky that didn't get picked off.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Catch made on the right side. They wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The Utes lining up here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
Big shot downfield here early in the game. Couldn't quite connect, but even on an incompletion, these deep shots do a good job of keeping those safeties back and can open up other aspects of this offense.
And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
They're able to get a short gain to make this third down a little bit more manageable. But it is 3rd and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on 3rd and long.
Dropping back, it's Dampier. Running out of time in the pocket. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
4th down, the offense will go for it. There's the snap, quarterback setting up to throw. Caught over the middle, it's Andrews. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Catch made over the middle. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Tackled on the return, and that's how we'll end the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Cornhuskers will kick this away to get the second half going. And he takes this from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Utah offense takes the field. The running game's really been held in check so far. Let's see if they can get it going or if they choose to pass and try to cut into this lead. Defense is coming after him. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. And with that last catch, he's now over 150 receiving yards for the game. Big fella has been unstoppable.
Yeah, I mean, think about how many tight ends do you think in one game can go over 150 yards receiving? This guy is a difficult matchup for anybody that they put on him today.
The receiver grabs it. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
The quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Lets it go quickly. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10 from the 45. Looking to chuck it again. Quick throw misses his mark there. Incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Send the back in motion. Looking to pass. It's Dampier. Grab down the middle. It's Andrews. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Crucial play. Down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. And the Utes pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. The pass rush closing in. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and long. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. Offense sets up for play number 8 on this drive. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Still down by double digits in the 3rd quarter. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Dropping back. It's Dampier. Bringing pressure. It is intercepted. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. He's bringing it back. At midfield, across the 40, inside the 20. Touchdown, Huskers. They were not going to catch him that time.
I love to watch this offense. It's one thing to study